So, as I was thinking about what to say, not only just about this whole process, but about the vote today, I was thinking about one of my favorite American artists. His name is Christopher Wallace. He has a song called The 10 Commandments. You can Google it. It's not actually called that, but I'm not going to say what it is out loud. And number 4 of those 10 commandments is you never get high on your own supply, okay? And tons of people involved in this file are high on their own supply. And I'm going to give you 2 examples. In committee last week, and I sat through all of committee and I rewatched it after, the affected councillor for the area talked about losing an acre of green space. Now, if you were losing an acre of green space in your ward, independent of this Lansdowne project, you would be furious. You would be demanding we find that green space somewhere else. You would be demanding that that green space be replaced. And people laughed at him. You can see it on the video. People laughed when he said he was upset about losing an acre of green space. Losing an acre of green space downtown, spoiler alert, we do not have another acre to just find and replace it with. We are pretty packed in as it is. So that's my first example. My second one, and I'm going to be really honest with you, Councillor Menard, this is where you lost me completely, is we had a lot of really great delegates from the para and the accessibility community come and delegate. They were awesome and amazing, and if you haven't watched them, I suggest you do. Shout out to John, Super Kyle, Wendy from Wheelchair Basketball, and Marnie Peters. And then I hear a couple days ago, the head of the Disability Coalition has come forward. He says he doesn't like the project. Then someone from that coalition emailed me saying they don't agree with him. And just, a lot of you know my personal story. I have disability in my family. My sister is disabled. I do not deal well when we are pitting communities like this against each other. And we're trying to say the people in the wheelchair are right and the people who are neurodivergent are wrong. That just does not work well for me at all. We all have to work together, and I will get to that, trying to make these kinds of spaces accessible for everyone. Big, small, whatever their setbacks are, they should be able to enjoy our spaces, and we need to be championing that. I also want to shout out Lori Giomaria and Christopher Piefinch. These are 2 service workers who have never delegated before at committee, who came forward to give really compelling testimony about like the roof was falling on them as they were working, about WSIB claims because things were not operating well when they were trying to put stages together. And I am okay with making our service workers and giving them good working conditions, but I don't see that same energy around the table. And I would challenge anyone who questions the work that they do to do the job that they do. Go be a server for 12 hours. Go try and set up a concert stage. I guarantee you, you will find that we need to make spaces that accommodate for these people because the work they do is very important, and they are the people who are gonna make this space awesome when it's ready to go. All right, I'm not done. I do want to talk about a bit what Councillor Bradley said about, you know, the walking and the chewing gum. When I read through the emails on this issue, I'm not sure even, although it is a concern that I do hear, it's not necessarily the financial concern that people are worried about. It is the effort that has been put into this file. The staff meetings, the Ottawa Board of Trade videos, the committee, the hearings, people want to see that same energy to tackle problems that are also affecting our city. I do not like waiting 19 days to have an encampment removed that's on the accessibility ramp at Loblaws, but I waited 19 days. Why? I'm not sure. We have rules around this. It's supposed to be done right away. We can get together collectively and use our energy to find solutions to these problems as staff, as councillors, and she correctly identified that we're not doing that. Last, I want to appeal to everybody around this table that we are much better when we work together. Yes, the LRT has problems, that was rightly identified, but we all show up for the photo ops when we have a new line that's open, and people love to see those things. They don't like to see the division of the last council. I guarantee you when Adesoke opens, I will be right there in that photo showing how great that new space is and what it is good for our city. I've worked with, for example, Councillor Johnson on an acquisition fund. It didn't go anywhere, but we worked together and we recognized that it was something important for our city to help with homelessness. I worked with Councillor Tierney and Councillor King on speed cameras. People love to see us doing that kind of advocacy together. I worked with Councillor Brown on goats, getting goats to fix our invasive species problem, and people loved it. They thought it was wonderful that an urban councillor and a a rural councillor were working together, and I worked with you, Mayor, on our family doctor motion. So my plea to everyone is to stop this back and forth, and we just work together in the future. Thank you.